completely, and he's yeah just done really, really well in that situation.
Well, we've got the veto. It's in. It happened just while we were showing that for you, and obviously we've got an accelerated schedule here. We are trying to make up some time for the earlier delays, so you can see the process here. Fifth Lauren, I'll get you to chime in. Just talk us through what's happened here. We have got a dust too.
Yeah, and just basing off of Cloud9's vetoes, they don't play Mirage. Never have, probably never will. And then the Inferno one is like one of those picks where, you know, give it a few events ago, even throughout all the majors and stuff, Cloud9 for themselves thought that Inferno's our best map. They go on and play it versus every team they possibly could, and he just got smashed on it every single time. So both of these vetoes from Cloud9, very solid. It will end up on Dust 2 though, and I think, I mean, these two teams play each other quite frequently. You have the the CEVO League, you also have the ESEA, and throughout, so they probably know each other pretty well. And I think Dust 2 is a pretty decent matchup for both teams, especially here. You see here, Skadoodle will be one of the go-to guys for Cloud9.
Yeah, now Moses, I've got to bring you in here because this is a battle at the top of the NA scene. Obviously, oh, I've just been told I can't even get your thoughts. So quick predictions.
Oh God,
Luminosity. Luminosity.
Cloud9.
Cloud9.
Okay, we're going to get straight into the game. Here it is. Take it away, boys.
Brilliant.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's time for Luminosity versus Cloud9. Cloud9 starting on the T side. I'm joined by handsome man Dan. How are you, Dan?
Oh, I'm fantastic. I'm really excited. This is going to be a fantastic match.
Well, Bolts has already made his way up to the top of mid here very early on. Taking down Freakazoid. He's got support from Fur as well. And it looks like they're not looking to retreat here, looking for more frags. But Skadoodle's going to take down Bolts, and Fur will soon join him in the grave. So now Cloud9 with a man advantage. Still around top mid at the moment. Luminosity spread one man per site, and then Cold just keeping an eye on mid area.
Yeah, I like how they Cloud9 just falling back after the early advantage there. They're going to attack long together. Fallen will spot for this, but Luminosity, the other players are so far away from Fallen. I don't know how on earth they're going to defend against this. Fallen needs a really huge result with this. There's one kill. Can he get anything else? The smoke is down, and Cloud9 are pushing across onto the bomb site. Fallen doing the smart thing, just edging back, and now together they can try to go for a retake. This doesn't actually look too bad for Luminosity.
Yeah, Fallen did a good job of deliberately blocking the smoke there so it didn't cover the cross. Cloud9 getting the bomb, but they've got two people on the other side. So what is the play from Luminosity? They've got one guy going slope with two coming up from the short area. Only Skadoodle to face him at the moment. The other guy, Stroud, will be near the car. Soon to go down, though, by Cold. Skadoodle, and nothing, trying to hold things down on his own. These two players don't have a kit. Steels picks one up off the floor. Can he get the defuse in time, though? That bomb is ticking fast. Cold's down to 3 HP, but is that defuse coming in? Indeed it is. Just in time. Steel taking the round for his team.
I cannot believe they managed to actually retake that. There was, I mean, that situation where you've got, because this is Dust too, that we saw the distances between all the teammates there for Luminosity. They're all over the place. Yet Fallen takes that frag, falls back, somehow manages to actually build that into a retake where two players survive with the last second defuse. Fantastic way to open up the game. And Luminosity, that brilliant economic start, are going to be definitely having a good time. But Cloud9, of course, they do have the Tech-9s. They did go for the foresight despite getting the bomb down. So a bit of a surprise buy, and you would expect that they have a very specific plan behind a round like this.
So we can see Cloud9 taking control of the tunnel area at the moment. Fallen just moving between B and mid, keeping an eye on the short rotation. Cold's playing close door, but he's not picking up short itself. That's Fallen's job, who again is going back and forth between both areas at the moment, B and the slope. So it looks like Cloud9 going to go for the pop flash through mid. So Skadoodle almost gets tagged there. Again, this is a force buy. They do all have armor. So mid's going to be smoked off. We've got the counter flashes coming in from the CTs. Now Cloud9 just posturing around the doors. Nothing's holding down a lurker position towards B. So maybe a split is in order here from Cloud9.
Yeah, it's really interesting actually, because they can still turn this into whatever they want. But again, with a round like this, you expect them to have a very specific strategy, and they're going to go through the double door straight into Cold with an SMG, and that is not going to happen. The split blown up before it can even actually start, and that's an excellent defense there coming in from Luminosity. Cold with the 4K there with that MP7. That's a lot of cash in the bank there for him. So this is really nice, because now Cloud9, they've got nothing to really play for in this round, and Luminosity not receiving any economic damage whatsoever in that round. That's going to be a really hard fight for Cloud9 to actually start breaking their economy, because we can expect Fallen will be able to pick up that ult pretty quickly.
You could see Cold had the flashbang was telegraphed because they bounced it off the wall there, so he was able to look away and then punish them for it. You can stand top mid to the left of where Shroud is and just throw a pop flash straight through the doors with next to no warning, which would be better in this situation, but here we go. Cloud9 now on the full eco, following the loss of that round, so no armor. They're going to be cut down very easily by these plays. Even a shot to the chest with the scout would do the job. So Cold will move in with no fear and trying to finish them off. MP7 going to be good money as well, $600 per frag. Nobody going down for Luminosity, good start for them.
Yeah, it's almost a bit of a throwaway. You can just go aggressive and rebuy at this point. It doesn't really matter too much, but hey, they're all going to survive.
Look at that hair.
And buy straight away 2 AWPs. I really like this. I mean, their economy is so strong that they can actually do this. There are some teams that would decide to maybe just stick to 1 AWP or maybe not even get an AWP at all, just because they can, build that economy more in a more stable way. But 2 AWPs off the back, are Cloud9 going to be able to deal with this with such few utility?
Well, nothing's coming out fast into long. There are 3 people there. He's going to be getting no frags at all. Bolt's taking him down. Fallen to trade Shroud. So good advantage now for Luminosity. 4 versus 3. I was going to say, because of the failed force by Cloud9, they have next to no grenades here. So it's going to be hard to smoke off the AWPers to flash in and so on. So you can see there was some fast aggression attempted there. Didn't really work out their way. They've got a man down, but they are 2 men to the bad themselves. Freakazoid just playing close short for now. You can see Fallen's taking the AWP position towards the car. He can allow himself 1v1 engagements here and continually reposition. Very difficult to beat that position, but you can see Cloud9 looking for information through the doors. Information's been found. That information is delivered by Cold's AWP.
Yeah, it's good stuff here. Cold can easily pick them off. And look at how many angles they have to look out for here. Fallen's on one from crossover with the AWP, and Freakazoid with this impossible job to deal with. And there you go, Bolts will finish it off with the kill onto Freakazoid and 4-0. So only 1 player down there. Only 1 down. That's ridiculous. There's only been 4 deaths in total so far for Luminosity. And again, like the CT economy, like maintaining that on this map is usually that's the difficult part of playing Dust 2. If you can do that, it can start to really look like a CT side of the map, especially with the double AWPs in tow. But as you mentioned, Cloud9 need money to be able to execute against these double AWPs or play double AWPs themselves, which again requires loads of money. Yeah,
it's still early doors in this game, but again, Cloud9 having to eco once more is going to be great for the CT economy. So, what is the play here from Cloud9? Are they going to try and make their way through? Obviously, this is a very difficult position for them to come through the smoke, because Fer could choose to just stand and block them and spray them down. He will maneuver. Cloud9 trying to get some work done anyway, but again, they're going to get maybe 1 consolation frag here. You see Bolts coming in to support the AWP, always good. So Sean will get sprayed down as well. Only 1 man lost for Luminosity. They weren't really caring much about that. And it's just an excuse to upgrade the FAMAS here. So
this is what we're looking at right now. We need Cloud9 to come out with something specific in this round to deal with the double AWPs. So either that we're, like I said, looking at an execute, or we're looking at just going double AWP against that, or just a single AWP. And you can rely on Skadoodle to have some good performances here with the AWP. Of course, he's legendary AWPer, arguably the best from North America, many would say. He usually has some great performances at these majors as well. So we've got a bit of a pause coming in here. And I'm not sure exactly what the reason is just yet, but looking at...
It's been brought in by Sean. So maybe... Well, we can only hazard a guess, actually, so... Could be a tactical thing, just to try and work out what they can try and exploit in this game, in this round, or could be a technical one. Anyway, you can see they've got a few Molotovs, have the T side, mainly focusing on flashbangs and smokes for the time being. And again, it's varied on the Luminosity side as well. So you can see the Cloud9 camp here.
I mean, in this kind of situation, the scariest thing is trying to play picks against Luminosity, I would say, because I mean, if you've got 2 AWPs, you get more chances to to try to really go for it. But I mean, you can always rely on Skadoodle or try to rely on him to do a really big job with the AWP and try to open up the round. But if he goes down and then you're 5 versus 4, you're going to need to try to take some map control, because it's going to be so hard. Like on the percentages, you would expect the double AWPs to be way better at this picking-based kind of game. So you don't want to play into that. You don't want to play the game with the CTs. You want to try to shut them down with the smokes, get the executes in there, be fast, be snappy with the flashes, drop people down onto the CT spawn, just bum rush the AWPers. Stuff that is just abuse their weaknesses. That's what you would want to see out of Cloud9, I think, in this situation. So they're probably really trying to assess it. How can we best approach this round to nullify these advantages of Luminosity Luminosity, because even if they lose, they have to do economic damage, because so far there is only 5 deaths. That is really amazing for Luminosity. They're doing so well in that sense.
For those of you at home, if you are watching on Twitch, bear in mind you can watch in the game client as well. And we recently, during the Face It League, had a POV uploaded of Freakazoid on Dust 2 on the T side. And obviously, I think maybe Cloud9 will play with a bit more respect, because obviously it's a major. But it's very entertaining to watch Freakazoid, so I would suggest you have a look at his POV, because quite often he just runs down Suicide all the way down towards double doors or short with Skadoodle holding things down with the AWP above him, and it's really entertaining to watch because he is really just a sentry. I think maybe his role might have changed recently a little bit, but we will have to wait and see.
Yeah, it's really fun actually, that start. If you've got that AWPer covering you to get that really fast timing on Catwalk, it can be really fun to play with. But yeah, we'll have to see if they decide to go for that. We actually have the resume coming in now, so unpaused, and we've had all this build up. We've got to just see what Cloud9 are going to do with this. There's quite a few options for them to play with. We can see already Skadoodle's going to go for the jump shot there, or the gap shot.
We've got Shroud and Freakazoid charging down. Shroud had a much better spawn actually, and he's going straight through double doors. Cold's just waiting for him, moving into CT spawn. Freakazoid holding an angle now, trying to find Cold. He's going for shots. He's got support from 2 more players from the A site actually. So this should work out their way. Freakazoid just looking for continued harassment now. He'll go back out of the doors. And you can see there's nobody outside long doors now for the T side, so Skadoodle's watching it from lower tunnel. So Cloud9 in a bit of an uncomfortable position after that early aggression from Shroud didn't pay out.
Yeah, this is actually quite scary because it's hard for them to actually split properly onto B now, because we can see they had that fast mid-take attempt where they at least wanted to push the CTs back, but it didn't happen. They want space right now for this B split to happen. Now they're going to try to force their way through middle, still looking at the split possibility. Skadoodle's going to open things up as we had the flank coming in from Fur, pushing A long. A little bit of lack of patience there from Luminosity, bit of a risk, didn't pay off, and now the plan is actually going to change for Cloud9 in light of getting that frag.
They're moving over towards short now, but Cold has repositioned. He's got the position that Fallen had. Problem for him is he's got nobody covering long, and Sean Gears is coming for him, so he's going to be split. That's the name of the game here. And Luminosity are soon going to find themselves in a very difficult situation. You can see Cold holding the angle, but Sean's coming up very fast indeed, and down he goes. Sean takes him down from the back, and now the A site's been completely lost.
Yeah, we're looking at another really horrendous retake situation for Luminosity. This time, they do have weapons to play with, so we'll have to see if they can pull it off. Of course, Pissed Round was a bit of a different beast, and we've got Sean Gears moving straight away to hold down long for Team Cloud9. And a couple players sitting in Goose, which is not super expected, and already the kills are coming in very quickly for Cloud9. So they look fantastic on this defense right now. Brilliant hold, and still a bit of damage there, taking down Nothing, finding him as he looked, well, Nothing was looking for him, basically. They want to try to crush as much economy as they can in this round, so would expect them to maybe send an extra player to try to tackle the steal, but it looks like they're fairly content at sticking to their guns. And that said, their economy is not too great either. So
yeah, they can't afford to chase him. The average money for Luminosity is about 7K, save for Fur, who only had a few $100 in the bank there. Whereas now with the round win, Cloud9 are going to average about 4K before they go for their rebuys. So still an advantageous position for Luminosity going forward, going for double up again though. So they're going to really need to make this round count.
yeah, and this is what we were talking about before. This is something that NIP is always really cool to watch them do, or Envious. 2 teams that play the double AWP on the T side as a response to the CTs with a lot of AWPs. And it can be really fun. We'll see a lot of awesome picking angles coming in from both these sides. And so far it looks pretty standard here. Luminosity with that just 3 men trying to go aggressive. But hang on, we've got a really fast push out of middle from Cloud9. That is really fast here, but Fallen is ready for it. But Freakazoid gets the entry, and the B-bomb site is opened up.
So we've got Steel hiding behind the smoke in the site. I'm not sure if he's been detected yet. He's going down finally, and it's going to be a 3 versus 3 retake attempt for Luminosity. Fur's already past the angle. Freakazoid's trying to hold down. And again, try and just watch Shroud and Freakazoid on your GoTV, because they are running around like absolute savages at the moment, ruining the timing of the CTs. Are they going to go for the retake now? They're going to have to wait a long time for that smoke to dissipate. They've got nobody in the tunnels. It's a 3-man push through the doors and the window. So here we go. Flash coming in now. Skadoodle's been avoiding it though. Nothing's holding things down with the angle. You can look over those the double stack into the window area. Trey's coming in now. Only Fallen remains 17 HP. Surely he's got to go for the save here.
Yeah, he's trying to get out of there, but he won't survive. Freakazoid will gun him down and collect the AWP. So well, have pretty successful around there. It's quite funny that Cloud9 go for the double ups, and again, you usually are setting yourself up. Well, as viewers, we're like, okay, we're gonna have a slow round here. They're going to work the picks, but they just charge straight down middle, and that explosiveness really seemed to pay off. So we'll have to see if they're going to mix the pace up now, because we've got a bit of a weird situation on the weapons here for Luminosity, of course. Everybody died. They decided to actually force it up here, and that's an AWP on Fallen. Quick entry there from nothing as they go for that long take. So a bit of an anti-eco, kind of anti-force buy sort of strategy from Cloud9. So far looks pretty good, setting up the A split, and Luminosity have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, that last round was savage. They had 4 people running into B tunnels, and there was no one in CT for the CT. So I thought, well, changing things up, this is looking good. No, Shroud and Freakazoid are just going to come in like wild savages, looking to take all your food, all your fresh bread, all your tasty plums, your money, your wives, the lots. So, Fallen still the AWP now. Finally, going to get some frags on the CT side. This could get a bit tricky now. Steel, though, still has the Deagle and no armor, and he's got Sniper Alley to get past. Skeedle is going to be waiting for him, along with Nothing and Sean Gears. In position to hold things down. Again, very precarious push here for Steel. He's got nothing to lose, but those bullets are going to be like missiles with no Kevlar.
Yeah, and I like that, we see a very safe play coming out of Fallen, because Fallen could have actually tried to wait in CT for when the smoke would dissipate to actually just see if he could catch somebody on the exit and try to make sure that Cloud9 suffer the most economic damage despite winning the round anyway. However, just super safe. He wants to bring that AWP into the next round. Can't blame him, because Luminosity should certainly be looking at Nico in the next round. I think, oh, absolutely, no, I am wrong. So we'll see Luminosity bringing the pressure straight back to Cloud9. They should have a pretty decent buy here by the looks of things. And Cloud9, I mean, what they've shown us so far to break Luminosity when they had that big buy last time, I don't know that that's so easily replicable. It doesn't seem like a very reliable solution. So I would expect to see a more standard round out of Cloud9 here.
Well, let's have a look at Freakazoid and Shroud and see what those chaps are up to. Again, moving towards B tunnels. But are they going to go for an early engagement? Well, those flames are going to slow them down, but Shroud is just waiting in that smoke, indeed. So the angry dogs being put behind a fence for the time being. That fence is paper thin.
This is interesting, actually, because Cloud9, they are just sitting in upper dark. And they're not going for catwalk control. They're not going for the standard mid-timing control. So you would expect that they're thinking that they've been watching some Luminosity demos. Maybe they feel like Luminosity are going to push or something like that. That's usually why you would see this. And now they're actually backing into T-spawn. So yeah, it does feel like Cloud9 have a read on Luminosity, either from watching demos or something else.
Well, now they're maybe trolling the commentators down, because they're going back into the B tunnels, the entire team. But what is the play here? They've got no vision of mid. Obviously, it's going to be very unlikely that Luminosity have pushed into advanced positions. But anyway, Cold with an opening frag here towards B. Going to smoke it off again. That checkpoint's going to be a pain for a while. But look at the time. There's only 40 seconds left for Cloud9, so they need to make a play here. They don't really have anything significant happening at the moment. Moving towards doors now. They may go for a hard push down short.
Bolts is going to hear them running, though. So he'll probably hear the desperation as well, because this round is certainly not planned out as Cloud9 originally intended. They're going all together on long now, so Fallen gets to use his AWP. In they go. Fallen's going to drop Freakazoid straight away. The trade comes in, though. So Cloud9 with an opening, but with 15 seconds left to get to the bomb site, this could be absolutely disastrous. The bomb is tossed over to make sure that it will get onto the site, and it will be planted in time. And another retake situation here for Luminosity. So somehow Cloud9 have scraped together around.
So it looks like it's going to be all 3 coming from CT and short once again. There's a player in pit for Cloud9, which is going to make things quite difficult on this push. Nothing holding a close angle. And I don't know how they've got themselves to this point with such little time left. The frag's not going their way, though. But they've all died immediately. No one can cover the bomb. That's it. Luminosity should get this round. I'm amazed that Cloud9 managed to make that work in the first place with such little time. 2 people long. And then obviously they have to get across the elevator as well.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that we have to question is what were they thinking at the beginning of the round? Because we saw them sit in upper dark, and they weren't really going for engagements. So you can only imagine that they're expecting a push from Luminosity to go for information, despite Luminosity having a lot of money.
But Luminosity had the Molotov followed up by the smoke in the B tunnel as well, because it may be that they were just looking to walk into B with 2 people, one facing left, one facing right. We may never know. So now we're going to have a fast push from Cloud9. 2 players out in long once again. Freakazoid and Shroud. Who else would it be? And Luminosity will react to that by having a player push down short, which is Fur, just holding the angles there. There is a player in lower tunnel looking for the rotations as well, making loads of noise, so he will know where Sean Gares is. Bolt's coming in for support, and Long has been completely lost.
Oh, this could be problematic, actually, because if they actually take the A bomb site, the retake's going to be so hard to deal with without having anybody that can hold down Long or anything like that. They just will be everyone stuck on catwalk. That's not a good situation for the CTs. So this could work out quite well for Cloud9, depending on how far they want to commit to this. And this mix-up, will it work here? This cat control. Fallen's there trying to look over the smoke. Has no idea how many players are there. Has no idea how close they are, but he's soon going to find out as Cloud9 go for the push, and they're all going to charge Fallen. He's got to deliver something strong right now. There's the first frag, gets taken down almost immediately by Sean Gares, and the bomb will be planted for Long here. Cloud9 look like they could have another strong situation here on this A site.
Luminosity, they have Fur on shorts already. Bolt's coming in from CT once again, and then 2 more to follow in quick succession. Jumping up, trying to find out where the plays are. Unable to connect with the bullets, however. Will they go for the boost? They've got people there. Cloud9 with 2 in Long at the moment, including the AWP. There's Skadoodle. So, see how this is going to go. Only Cold remains, and he is going to take down nothing, but surely he can't do much else. Does he choose to go for damage, or does he make his escape? Seems it will be the latter here. And the economic pressure is going to be bad on Luminosity. This is a great chance for Cloud9 to tie things up.
Nice shot there right at the end. So, yeah, I mean, it's really cool to see that Cloud9 are fighting back quite effectively right now. These rounds look quite interesting also because I don't think we've seen once what you would say is actually the default round for Dust 2. Like, you take the mids, you take cat control, you've got a guy outside Long, you've got a guy in dark, just holding all the map control, then you make a push here or there to get some information, then you decide to make a play. That's the standard, that's what you would normally see. But Cloud9 seem to have very good calls and reactions to how Luminosity are playing. So that's one of the benefits having Sean Gares on your team. And look at this, Skadoodle going to take down Fallen straight away. His AWP will be picked up by Cold though, as Luminosity look for more engagements. But will they get those engagements? When will they go their way?
Well, this is more or less an eco round for the Luminosity side. Freakazoid takes the bait there, taken down by the USP. Bolts though, how much more can he do? Cloud9, do they want to continue their engagement in this particular area? There is a gun to pick up for Luminosity, of course. Indeed, Steel has grabbed it. I'm sure he'll throw it over to someone else if he can, because he's only got 5 HP. Sean keen to try and find a kill there towards the left, but he will have to abandon. 3 CTs there now as Cloud9 opt to take A, actually, from short. So they'll have the range advantage versus these players. Cold's position has now been nullified by the fact that Cloud9 are all above the area he is scoping.
Yeah, I mean, Cold just thinking of keeping that AWP alive at this point, and Luminosity, you can see they're all huddled around, the rest of them are huddled around Long at the moment, and that, of course, is not going to be somewhere that Cloud9 really probably care to push. They've got that short plant going on so they can safely fall back to what is safe, which is catwalk. They want to keep as much money on the team alive as possible. Again, that economy battle is very important, and their money is quite low at this point, so it would be quite a big win for Cloud9, not just, of course, to win the round, but to actually survive with only losing 1 player. That would be fantastic for them. So looks like they should be able to do that. Love how safe they're being, how much respect they're giving Luminosity here, knowing that they've just got pistols and there's only 1 AWP in the mix. Cloud9 with full respect. And now we're moving into this 6-5 situation. Luminosity will be able to buy. They've got that AWP that they saved. Cloud9 can win this round. They could really take a good lead here.
Indeed, but even if Luminosity prove victorious in this round, they will need to win the next. Otherwise, their economy is going to get absolutely wrecked. So what is a player from Cloud9? They've been super aggressive in a lot of these rounds. Skadoodle going for he's going for a timing pick towards Long, but he's unable to make a connection. Meanwhile, Shroud and Freakazoid, guess what? Charging mid once again. Cold playing through the smoke, though. 2 men going down for him. Shroud will take down Fallen first, but things are going the way of the CTs finally. 4 versus 2 here. Skadoodle and Sean Gares to do what they can. Nice snap by Skadoodle onto the A site, taking down Bolts. There's a lot more to do here. Throwing the bomb up to short.
Yeah, it's not going to pan out as they expected, and that's going to actually give Fur an opening to come in from the flank, and that's going to be what completely destroys Cloud9 in the end.
From the back.
And that's not really a good situation, of course. Luminosity winning a key round there to keep themselves in a position where they can have a really strong half here, because we're talking about the momentum right now, because on the money, both teams, they're kind of suffering. Luminosity could very well get a 10-5 kind of finish on the first half here, which would be really massive going into that second half against Cloud9, and that would be a big, big result for them. And Fallen's on that AWP, and that man is scary. Skadoodle, will he be able to answer with anything? He's actually AWPing from T-spawn as well, so could see more like a slower round here from Cloud9.
Definitely is. Shroud and Freakazoid now. The Hounds of Justice being sent over towards long doors, but not really doing much at the moment, just holding angles on smokes and such. Nothing's going to be the lurker in lower tunnel. Trying to keep an eye on things, making sure Luminosity are not up to any shenanigans. But it seems intentions are towards the A side. Again, Fallen playing towards the car, and two people still towards long for Luminosity, though Bolt's rotating now. Maybe a timing thing, or maybe because there's not much noise going on. And it seems Shroud and Freakazoid might start to just creep towards long, but Fur is deep in the blind spot. He's been flashed down. Freakazoid will take him down. So Long is now in control with 3 men. Nothing else could do, looking to split towards short.
Yeah, Fallen, this could be really tough by that car position. He's going to get completely destroyed there as this push seems almost unstoppable at this point. Sean Gares and Shroud hand in hand taking frags, and that's going to be that. Round is shut down by Cloud9, and I'm quite surprised that they did so well. Nobody lost at all. That's a really brilliant result there. And Luminosity, oh dear, that's not a good way for you to lose a round. Especially considering now that they're on more or less an eco.
They've been broken like the bat, Dan. Now they're going to have to try and crawl back to a standing position, but first will come some more pain. Eco round for the Brazilians, no armor. Got a few digs though. See if one will make an appearance. Not Bolts. Going to get taken down in the pit, so not expecting much from Luminosity. Nice anti-eco play so far from Cloud9. We've got the flashes coming in again, and Freakazoid, the man sentry, just coming in to clear out the A site one by one. Ooh, still taking down Shroud, but that might be all she wrote.
The interesting thing is, as well as how Cloud9 have been approaching their T side. A lot of it does kind of scream to me that they've been really like delving through a lot of the Luminosity demos. And Luminosity is one of the teams in the group for sure. I mean, everybody is dangerous in this tournament. Everyone is without a doubt a dangerous team to go up against. But I feel like that matchup against Luminosity, it's a team they've played quite a lot in North America. You would have seen in the feature there that Fallen was talking about how Luminosity, they moved from Brazil to North America, and they're one of the top teams there, of course. So Cloud9, they have a lot of data on Luminosity, much more than a lot of the European teams would have. So it does feel as though we're witnessing something that's a bit by design, specifically for this team from Cloud9, as well as some of those mid-round calls, those snappy mid-round calls from Sean Gares that seem to be doing the trick. But that said, we do get a bit of damage here right at the end, and Cole's actually going to steal away an AWP. That's actually quite a big deal, and he will get away with it, just barely. And that AWP could really come into some fine use.
Well, this is the last opportunity to use it as we are into the final round of the first half. Let's look at the purchases on both sides. Things still difficult for Luminosity. The FAMAS coming out will be rocked by Cold in this one. One AWP onto both sides. CTs with 2 kits as well. See if they end up having to use them later on. So early smokes again, trying to stop the fast aggression, but Shroud has taken Long already for his team, spraying through the smoke, and we haven't seen any successful retakes of Long so far from Luminosity. Cold is going to be the one though to get the initial frag here on the T side. Now the entire T side are on Long, which might be interesting here for Luminosity.
Yeah, this is again that hard situation for the CTs, because you want to retake with some players from Long, and there's such strong control there for Cloud9. To see how Luminosity try to go for it. Right now they're just charging in, and 2 players straight from CT spawn. Nothing's there by Goose. We'll see Freakazoid planting in the smoke at the moment. A bit of a boost going on for Colt to maybe get an angle. He's got a really sick angle here, and he's going to just pop Shroud straight away. There's 2 more players on the bomb side itself. So with the boost here, Luminosity, they're actually looking fantastic. They're going to send the top frag at Colt straight, and he's going to take down Freakazoid as well. They don't even know what's hitting them at this point. Switches to the CZ, completely annihilates nothing, and the defuse can come in here now. Skadoodle is being handled by Steel, and that was absolutely beautiful. 4K from Cold. I think he's on 23 kills right now. This guy is having a mental first half.
Cold, widely regarded as probably the best player coming out of Brazil right now.
Look at the scores.
With some thug jitsu. 23-4.
Amazing.
Is Cold. Hoist Gracie them in that round.
And no one else is on double digits, yet Cold is on 23. That's no one else on the server is on double digits. Amazing. This is I've actually not seen this kind of a retake before, where you boost the guy up. That's awesome.
That, my friend, is beast.
Absolutely loving it. So this is really cool. We've got a very close first half here. So completely, wide open match for both of these teams. Now it really comes down to, of course, first of all, will Cloud9 get that good economic start? Are they going to be able to pull out something similar to Luminosity? Because Luminosity could get double ups going straight away, and we can see that worked quite well for them. Cloud9 on the other hand, they're always a very creative team. Sean Gare's very studied man when it comes to Counter-Strike. So I'm sure we'll see a lot of cool aggressions from Cloud9. If they ever get into this spot where Luminosity really slow down that pace and you want that information, I can expect some really good stuff from Cloud9 to try to solve these problems.
I wonder, if Luminosity take the first 3 rounds, Pistol and the anti-ecos, anti-force fires, I wonder how much pressure Cloud9 will be feeling with their opponents 5 rounds away. I'll be curious. Maybe we will find out. Maybe we won't. But again, Cold, absolutely beasting. The score is completely ridiculous.
It is actually ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. He has more than double of anybody else on the server.
Amazing. Yeah, he only died 4 times as well.
Yeah, that's a bit crazy. Yeah, did a good job of saving
for
his team when he needed to. So we are mere seconds away from the second half. Fallen versus Gadonglas coming up. Battle of the Orps.
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, because you got to imagine, Fallen's kind of position within the team as an AWPer is very different from Schedule 2. I'm sure the analysts will be, it's a big topic for them to talk about. But we are going into the second half here. So Pistol, and it's going to be so fun to see what Luminosity are going to choose here. Some teams like to be really elaborate, some teams like to keep it simple. But the question is always, can you close the distance with the Glocks?
Indeed, Cold going down suicide and charging down mid a la Freakazoid. We'll see if Sean can get anything out of it. Indeed, Freakazoid going to be into short pretty fast. Trying to have a quick shoulder peek, see what's going on. The smoke didn't mess up for him. Didn't work out for him, but it might pay off in the end. So it's going to be a full push through double doors here towards the B bomb site. Sean coming in with the flashbang. There's another frag for him. Can he get any more? We've got 2 players coming his way. Fallen heavily tagged, but no more frags for him. Cold versus 4 though. Can't fancy his chances even off a bomb plant here.
Yeah, but he did some damage before he went out there, so the fighting spirit coming in, and well, this is good. This is good for everyone who wants a close game, because this is definitely going to make that much more likely at this point. Cloud9 get to start with a good economy, so both teams have won their CT pistol, and we actually saw Cloud9 on their T side, they were able to get the bomb down, and they did a surprise buy. Luminosity not going to have as much to play with because the bomb didn't go down, but they still will go for the force because it's pretty much you might as well, unless you're going to do a buy on the 3rd round. So Skadil there just scouting it out quite literally as they look to see where this Tech9 attack is going to be, because they know that the Tech9s are out there somewhere.
Tech9's coming. Freakazoid now holding down Long on his own. We saw a fast 2-man aggression towards Long and towards B. Oh, the dink! He's had his bell rung, Dan. He's got 3 HP and he's running with his tail between his legs all the way into the pit. Shroud coming for support, but most of the players are towards the B bomb site. They have 2 smokes, and that's it. And there are still 2 Cloud9 players here. Skadoodle taking a more passive angle into CT, so the CTs don't have vision of short at the moment. That may cause an eventual rotation from Cloud9, but that smoke going down may give the game away. Spray down's going to be Bolts and Steel leaving. So 5 HP, still 1 smoke, and it's not going to be used. They're going to get taken down in the choke point, and it's a 5-man hold for Cloud9.
Yeah, it's quite. When you see that smoke, you can see Sean goes he's just counting his head. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I think they've got enough time to run in that tunnel now. Because the danger is if the players get past the smoke, because that smoke allows them to close the distance. So it's so telegraphed here that Sean Guys can easily pick them away. So good situation there. And now we're into the full eco here for Luminosity. So we're waiting for that next round where the full buy comes in for both teams, and we'll start to see some, the real CS will begin to get played, and we'll get to see how many AWPs are out on the field and so on and so forth. And this is just going to be a bit brutal. I think Freakazoid is going to set up quite a lot of cash for himself here with that MP7. Then D-Shroud is there to help him out as well. And that should be that here for Luminosity, indeed. So 10-8, and now the real fun begins.
Indeed, it does. So we'll see what buy is coming out for the T-Sider. Again, the force means that they're not going to be having the AWP straight away. 4 AKs in the Gill, a reasonable amount of nades. Actually, they have more nades than Cloud9 did in this similar situation. So we'll have to see what they have to offer initially. So Skadoodle on the AWP straight away. Shroud's been boosted up to a very fast short. Sean Geddes is pushing through tunnel as well. And there are 3 Luminosity players towards the bomb site. He may hold the angle for a while. He may choose to push. Let's see. Nothing is obviously in position. He can opt to throw some nades. The aggression is everywhere. Freakazoid continuing with the MP7 as well. Sean's made his presence known, and now Luminosity are in a lot of trouble. 3 people left. Sean taking down the 3rd. The last two have been spotted, and now all the CTs will swarm on them.
Yeah, this is not a good look here. Cloud9 with basically the entire map under control. This is not how it's not how it's supposed to look. And Luminosity not long for this world, but what they need to do at the very least is get some economic damage in here. They need to find a way to get some kills. They've got a minute to do so. That's where the objective is now. It's not. You don't want to put the unrealistic expectation that you can win around here and that Cloud9 will somehow throw this 2v5 in this situation. But find a sneaky way to get that damage in. And that peek is not going to work out. Fallen's going to drop the bomb. He's going to go down. And we're going to see Cloud9 start to step on the throat there and finish them off. And that's going to be that. Skadoodle with the frag and 5 players surviving. Great aggression completely caught Luminosity off guard. And now they're in a situation where they've got the eco again. And just think, okay, how do we play passively next time we have a buy? Do we wait 30 seconds? Do they allow Cloud9 to condition them into how Cloud9 want them to play? That's the question there.
Cloud9 are a band of savages at the moment. Let's bear in mind, they started that round with 2 FAMASs and an MP7, and now they've got 3 AKs. So their economy is looking spectacular at the moment. Spectacular. Luminosity on the eco. And this is just really bad territory, because Cloud9 are going to be far too close to that magical 16th round, although a bit of damage has been done here. It'd be great to see Luminosity get a plant, but the bomb's been left outside long, actually. And they're trying to push towards short, so the plant looks unlikely, but they're continuing to get frags here. Somehow we're in a 2 versus 2. Skadoodle trying to fend them off with a Tech 9 only.
This is developed in quite an abnormal way, one would say, is Freakazoid here is having to try to make sure that he gets that information, first and foremost. Doesn't die, of course. And see if you can pick them off as well, because they don't have any Kevlars, so these engagements should not be favorable at all for Luminosity. One shot to Luminosity player, and they have that aim punch effect that they won't be able to fight back effectively at all. And we have a push from Steel here as the bomb goes up long. This is very interesting right now. Steel make his way up to the window for the first spot into the bomb site, and he might just find Freakazoid. He's going to spray him down. So now that bomb site's open, but the bomb is stuck. Oh, this is completely ridiculous, and somehow Luminosity will win that round. That was such a confusing situation for Cloud9 and for us as well. But Luminosity, they put it all together, and a bit of a shock upset. And they needed that. They really needed that. Cloud9 were building way too much bank.
Dan, I am 12, and what is this? I have no idea what just happened, but Luminosity get themselves back into the game, because again, I was saying Cloud9 starting to run away with it, but they've kind of sold themselves down the river on that one. So we're going to have a fast aggression towards long, it seems, here from the Luminosity side, doing to Cloud9 what was done to them. Revenge is sweet, unless you're tasting the bitter end of the pill. Skadoodle going to trade with Fur, though, so not entirely in control of long are the T's on this occasion. Cloud9 choosing to stand and fight for now, but they will eventually retreat. Luminosity were giving up long fairly easily on their CT sides when Cloud9 went for the push. Cloud9, opted for some bit of aggression there, but gave it up in the end.
Oh, that push there from Steel into that B-bomb site. He got quite far in, but he lost the duel in the end, but to Sean Gers. So that's one option away from Luminosity, where maybe they could have forced their way into B. Bolts, however, will find a kill towards the car and towards the bomb site. Hey, that's really huge right now. Nothing and Sean Gers have to try to scramble to figure out, okay, what space do we actually cover right now, because there's still a minute to play with, and Luminosity can go anywhere. And Nothing's going to retake long. That's a huge kill onto Bolts. But still, they don't know where these players are going, and they have to hold the sights down. But Fallen makes the entry. He is so famously great at making shots like that, and that could very well be the round here, unless Nothing can pull out an immaculate clutch. But the bomb is going to go down. And is he just going to go straight through the smoke here? Cold is going to be covering. They know where he is now. And Fallen has set up by the car. So this should be a great setup. There should be no way that Nothing can pull this one off. Here he goes through the window. First shot's fired, and Cold has a perfect angle. Finishes him off. Another very interesting round here. But now it's 10-11, so this is developing to be quite an awesome game.
Yeah, this is not over yet. Gap is being closed, and then closed some more. Cloud9 with weird money. Freakazoid is on $7,600 and Shroud just on 28. They're going to choose to force it up, it seems. So the buys are coming in. Skadoodle is going to take the AWP, courtesy of Freakazoid. And Freakazoid is going to run around with a 5-7, it seems. Playing close to the double door. So many nades coming his way as well. Lots of spam. And Long is in control with almost a 4-man push there. Skadoodle has made himself known, getting that frag, trying to rotate away. Cold has spotted him. He'll make the call to his team, and they may have the read that the rest of the site has been completely exposed here. How will they get across elevator, though, if they know where Skadoodle is. They've left a bomb towards long, but we have a 3-man push now coming the way of shorts.
Yeah, this is going to be really interesting. Cole's position is actually quite amazing. If he gets that first kill quickly, that could just end everything. There's the first frag. They know he's there. Oh, he's going to pop there to nothing as well. We have Freakazoid who's there on the stairs, but he's got so much work to do. Skadoodle's really low as well, so they might be thinking about saving, but no, Freakazoid gets the kill. The bomb will finally be planted here for the T side, and Fer will eliminate Skadoodle. So Freakazoid, again, he can still try to salvage the AWP. He's going to go for that play and back away now. But what a take there. It seems like today, or at least with this match, we've got this theme running, these fast long takes. Cloud9 were doing it. Luminosity have also been doing it. It seems to be opening up a lot of options on the T side.
Cold is heading towards the 30 bomb. The nearest person to him is Sean Gares with 16 kills.
It's quite weird, isn't it? I mean, it's not just one guy just playing out of his mind. It's just relative to everybody else. It's rare that you see such a differential.
It's GBH, Dad. Grievous bodily harm all over the place. Dishing it out like Oprah with cars. So 11-11 now, and the money for Cloud9 is broken. Skadoodle has an AWP. He can't really afford to spend too much money. He's going to opt for a smoke, but not armor. So they're going to try and slow down Luminosity, maybe try and smoke off a few key choke points and lead them into his waiting arms. But what will be the play of the T's? Fallen going for a snapshot towards the B platform. Not going to get it, though. Shroud getting taken down by Fer elsewhere, and there goes nothing as well. So we may see a gravitation towards that direction. Cold getting taken down with smoke in his hand. Bolts can't trade. He goes down as well to Sean. Sean can't pick up a rifle. He's going for it, but Steel's there to take him down. Going for a fast reload, and Fallen will have the angle for him. So now things back in control of Luminosity. That could have got really ugly real fast. Skadoodle by the doors with the AWP. He'll have all the sound cues he needs, but there's a player going towards B and a player going towards short. Which way does he go?
Yeah, and thinking about the money situation here, I mean, Skadoodle's really got to be just trying to save and keep himself alive, but there's so much time that, and Luminosity's economy is starting to grow so much that they can easily sacrifice everybody to try to kill Skadoodle here. So he's got to try to kill them as his survival strategy. And when this round is over, that's going to be the 4th round lost in a row. So Cloud9 are going to get $2,900, which does put them in a decent spot for a buy. But of course, if Skadoodle can save that AWP, that's going to be a massive difference for the team. So he really needs to try to do this. And you can see Luminosity, they've already sent pretty much everybody to start hunting down Skadoodle. That's the name of the game at the moment, as Fer is moving towards along. And Skadoodle will be spotted now. Here's the first shot. Oh no, that can't happen. He just tags him in the legs, and Fer finishes him off with ease with the headshot from the pistol. So 12-11, Luminosity taking the lead. And but Cloud9 can still get a buy in there.
The Sean Gares has called for a pause. I think the first one was technical, looking at the camera shot, but this one you have to assume is a tactical one. Difficult times for Cloud9. This is a must-win round for them, and the money is not in a great situation. Freakazoid has 5,900, so he can drop an AWP for Skadoodle, should that be the option. He may choose to go AWP only with no armor. Skadoodle, we'll have to see how things go once this clock starts to tick once more. So what is the play here for Cloud9? How do they get the match back in their control? What do they think Luminosity will try and do?
That's the difficult thing, isn't it? Because on the TT side, you don't want to try to take you don't want to take too much initiative, because if you go for aggressive plays on a map like this, it's not like Overpass, for example, where Overpass, aggression is kind of the name of the game. It's standard play, because you can, even if you lose a guy, it's not nearly as bad, because there's really fast rotation times between the bomb sites and the retake possibilities, as long as you don't lose A on Overpass. They're pretty good, it's not too bad. But on a map like this, you're spread out so far that taking those aggressive moves has carries a much greater risk on your ability to win the round as the CT side. So they need to rely on that bread and butter. They need to rely on just getting that information and hoping that they can just outplay Luminosity to begin with. But of course, if you go down a man early, you do have to take a risk, and you've got to pick a place to push, and we'll have to see what Cloud9 do decide to do. But I wouldn't expect anything too crazy from them. Maybe a cat boost at the most for like Skadoodle to get like a fast pick with the AWP. That's probably what I would expect out of them.
So Freakazoid has thrown an AWP over to Skadoodle, and Skadoodle has returned him his own weapon. So 4M4s in AWP. There's quite a lot of nades actually for the CT side as well, which is great. Luminosity going for 4 Molotovs now. So they'll be looking to clear out the nooks and crannies. Freakazoid heading towards the long area with 2 players in for support. Luminosity with passive play towards long doors so far. Maybe just waiting to see if there's any crazy aggression from Cloud9. You can see Fallen holding the AWP in suicide, presumably looking over towards short in case there was a boost. Holding the angle for his team as they all come in. So very nice play there with the lasers as they creep. The procession creeps towards short.
Nice flash there from Fallen for his teammates to get through onto the stairs position. Now we can see they're looking to see if they can get a quick entry and set up all the nades. And here it is. Bolts might actually just go for the quick drop there into CT. It looks like he's on the box here, so could very well be what's happening right now as nothing's on the bomb site. Indeed, we're going to get Bolts dropping down straight away past elevator. It has a teammate cold with him as well, so they've got really good angles to cover all this. This is a great take here. Great setup coming in from the T side, but quick response from Sean Guest. But will it really be enough here? There's still 2 players left in the long area here for Cloud9, so they could hold this. Steal there, catching Skadoodle. That's a really, really big deal right now. 3 versus 2. The bomb is down. Cloud9 have a hell of a task on their hands.
So what is the play here for Cloud9? They've got a man disadvantage. They're both focusing on long, so it seems the save has been called. Desperate times, desperate situation for the North American side against their newly imported rivals. Luminosity holding 2 AWPs at the moment. Going to be changing things up going into the next round.
That's really nice as well, actually, because Cloud9 might be thinking, okay, we got to switch something up. We've got to try something different. I mean, they're potentially on... I'll just check their money real quick. Yeah, they're going to be on the max loss bonus, so they're going to get $3,400. So with this save, they'll be able to buy. But this is where Luminosity can really put them in like a really horrible spot, because Luminosity are almost at the point where they're going to win the match. So if they just play it a bit slow here and see if Cloud9 do something desperate in this kind of position, they can just capitalize massively. So that's what I would be really afraid of if I was Cloud9, is just giving up these early advantages because of over-aggression.
Be afraid of cold. He's on 29 frags.
Yeah.
That's where my fear is. So we'll see if Cloud9 can hold on. Again, they have the 3-man push towards long, but this time they're going to more or less abandon long. They're going to have no presence there for now. They've got a Skadoodle over towards the car position, and they've rotated Freakazoid into CT spawn, and Chad will be playing on A site. So a different approach from the CCs here. Again, Luminosity passive positions now, slowing things down as one would expect with 2 AWPs, but just changing the pace entirely. Bolts coming down, getting in some harassment towards the A site. That's going to cause Freakazoid to start moving up towards elevator now to support his players, should he need to. But Luminosity still generally spread towards B mid and a little bit towards A. So all their options are still open to them. You can see Freakazoid now in a difficult situation. Does he go towards site? Does he go towards CT spawn?
This is huge right now. This is the huge moment of this round. What happens on this little take here of middle? Cold opens up onto Scooter. We need trades here for Cloud9. They need to be able to get something back out of this. Freakazoid's going to deliver, but Bolts is back in onto Shroud. So now we've got this explosive situation. They try to force their way into B to Luminosity, but not going to pan out. Good defense coming in from Cloud9. Now we're into a 3 versus 3. 20 seconds is left on the clock. Great shot there from Steel onto nothing, but they need that bomb down, and they need it down now. And I don't think there's time, James.
There are 12 seconds left, and
They're going to make it.
Take down Steel. Oh, they are going to make it after all. Planting for long as well. So I don't know how this happened, but Sean is the last man standing. He's running towards long, which is where the T's will be going as well, or at least Bolts. Bolts is going to be up top. But will he be ready? He'll have no cover. If he misses his shot, he will hit the shot. And that will be another round in the bag for Luminosity.
They left themselves at 20 seconds. Bombs on the stairs. Or barely on the stairs. It's like, yeah, we're just gonna plant this bomb now and win the round. That was Cloud9 definitely had the advantages in that round. After the crazy trades in middle and then the failed attempt to get into B, Luminosity was scrambling, but they somehow managed to secure the victory on that round. And now it's a 14-11 situation. Cloud9 have pulled out the double AWP. They've got no nades.
They've got no armor on those players either.
Glass cannon. And look at this, look at the speed, the pace from Luminosity. They're already on the A bomb site here. This push could really end Cloud9 if they get the kills here. And Cold is going to open up onto Skadoodle straight away. Bit of a duel coming in here. The nades from his teammate will help out, but Shroud there by Pit. It's going to do some damage there onto Cold, and that is still going to be the bomb down for Luminosity, but Cloud9 getting some frags here.
See the short plant coming in. Sean trying to hold things down in CT spawn, but not having much success here. It's just Sean and Shroud left. Shroud coming in on long, and now Shroud is all alone. He's got the AWP versus 3, and he is running for dear life. Cloud9 facing match point in their first match here in Cluj Napoca. Not really going their way at the moment, and now they are running out of chances to fail. They must win everything. Steel Court staring at the walls there. The consolation frag at this point.
Yeah, and Luminosity, they've been playing really, really well. You can see they're dotting all their I's, they're crossing all their T's. You know, they got all the Molotovs in there when they're trying to create space on the map. They're doing everything right with all the grenades. Like, that level of detail, fine level of detail from Luminosity really shows you they've been working incredibly hard with the level of coordination they have. And that push there that they sent with 2 guys onto the A bomb site with this fast timing, they're just using their fast timing. That, you know, that's not necessarily them saying at the start of the round, okay, we want to take A. They're just trying to create opportunities and see how far they can push it. And right there, they pushed it all the way. And now it's 15-11 in Cloud9. They don't have the best situation to fight back with.
Nothing has an MP9. He's firing potatoes at these players. Cold coming in for a fast aggression, and those potatoes will take him down. Traded though by Fallen. 4 versus 4. 2 FAMASes on the Cloud9 side. Skiddo's the only man with the defuse kit. Again, Luminosity just holding formation at the moment. Gonna slow things down after that initial aggression. Keep Cloud9 wondering, deny them information, not let them see the bomb. Unless they want to sell them a fake. There's no one up long for Luminosity at the moment, so they'll need to be paranoid about a potential push from Cloud9. That's something that will be weighing on their mind, but they're just creeping into the B bomb site now.
Sean Gares, though, sitting there behind big box. Can he make the difference here with the FAMAS? No, doesn't get anything right now. Freakazoid's going to have to go in immediately behind the smoke, but I think he's lost his bearings. Won't find his way through the doors, and the window of opportunity is missed for now. We'll wait for his teammates to rejoin him, and we have a really nasty situation because Bolts is on the catwalk. He could just drop down into CT and completely crush this retake attempt from Cloud9. He's biding his time, waiting for his teammates to call for this. The CTs are going into the site, and he's going to finally make the drop, take down a player, and now it's looking really grim here for Cloud9. Fallen looking to finish the job. Bolts is going to take down Freakazoid, and that is that. 16-11. Luminosity will win against Cloud9 on Dust 2.
Absolutely crushing flank there by Bolts, just coming in from the back. Skiddo was caught by the in CT spawn, just trying to jump and do whatever he could, and his teammates afterwards were just scrambling towards the window, but Luminosity just too strong at the end there. Won so many rounds in a row, and that's going to be the first game in their hands. Now we'll send to the studio for some review.
Thanks a lot, my Face It friends. So there we have it. The nightmare begins for NA nice and early, and we're fortunate enough to have a big flag-waving American right in the middle of the analysis test.
No,
what did you make of that,
it's
Moses?
not the American flag anymore, it's the surrender sign. We're done.
And can we just reiterate again that Luminosity does not represent North America?
I think it is.
They're a South American team, you see. Actually, the hope of North America is Cloud9. So.
They just took a beating.
Keyword about hope.
Here's the thing about Cloud9. They always have... always there's one round in a match where they just have a heartbreak round. They're up like 13 or 11-9 or something like that, and they lose an eco round, and then all of a sudden they just get crushed from there. Cold was a beast. I mean, there's one thing that you just can't control. He just went 8.
No one could predict that was going to happen.
Yeah. He was absolutely brilliant this match, but there's always that heartbreak run. They had that defensive side, you know, they had the reins. They were dictating everything. That initial gun run they had when they push up mid, they set the pace, they get free upgrades in AK-47s, and then just later on they just collapse.
Yeah, and when they did that, when the first weapon round on the CT side, when they push up mid, that I was like, okay.
Yeah, they came to play today.
Yeah, exactly, right? Because they know what's up. They're just going to rush up and just show dominance. And they were pretty dominant until the
anti-eco.
And then it just went down,
the balls.
and it never came back up.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to realize that on the first half, both teams were really in the game, but that was where Cold did all that work. There was like 20-plus kills. The other players in his team, they weren't fragging so great. So actually, Cloud9, if it wasn't for that insane individual performance, they would have been in a commanding position. Okay, maybe they might not still have won, but they would have been in a better spot. Whereas you saw, once you got to the second half there, it felt like the Luminosity guys were always getting closer and closer, and all these situations had to just go Cloud9's way to even win a round. So quite an underwhelming Cloud9 performance in terms of just pure fragging across the board. There's no star player.
Well, we're gonna get into the meat of it a little bit later, but what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go over to Sir Scoots again. He's got Fallen from Luminosity to talk about that victory.
Thank you very much, Richard. Yes, I am joined by Luminosity's Fallen. Congratulations. Obviously, I'm a big North American guy. You're kind of North American now, so congratulations. But obviously, what a crazy game. Really close, back and forth, but then kind of second side, you guys took control.
Yeah, the match was pretty difficult. We started pretty well, 5-0, I guess, in the beginning. Cold Zero went nuts in the entire match. I was happy that the pistol I could help. Pistol rounds are not being my favorite rounds nowadays, but I could help on this time, and this is good. About the match, I think we did great, and we're looking forward to the next.
Yeah, and again, like Cold Zero, that first half, 23-4, I think. So, I mean, obviously that set the pace for you. If he has a half a good game, who knows what that first side is like.
Yeah, exactly. It's difficult to say, but Cold Zero is the player we needed when we made the change. He's really explosive, and when he's feeling, when he have the enough confidence, he's this kind of player, the kind of player that can destroy a game. And I am really happy that he could do it this time for us.
Now, the sad part about this victory is you get to face your nemesis from last major, Fnatic. They 0-2'd you in Cologne in the quarterfinals. Good stuff. You got to the quarterfinals. Obviously, you're a legend team, but now you got to look forward to them. Thoughts on Fnatic?
Yeah, Fnatic is always a stone in our path every time we face them. I think it's 2 quarters already we faced them. This time when the groups have been drawn, we got happy because we knew that if we pass the group stage, we're gonna face Fnatic again. It's good, but we're gonna go to this match, the match we want to win. I mean, we can't be happy yet because the one match doesn't means that we have passed the group stage. So right now it doesn't mean anything, and I have to put that in my friend's mind. And we're gonna beat Fnatic tomorrow, hopefully.
All right, and overall prep. You know, I asked Fnatic, did you guys boot camp? They didn't boot camp at all. You guys actually are seriously boot camping. You actually have a team house on the west coast of the United States, right?
Yeah, exactly. When it comes to us, it's different because we have to change our entire lives to play Counter-Strike. We moved from Brazil to live close to Los Angeles, and we did a boot camp in Germany for almost 10 days in order to prepare for this tournament, which is really important. We are used to play boot camps before majors, and I think this is why we perform well on these tournaments.
All right, now, obviously Fnatic is the beast to beat, but any other teams that after you beat Fnatic that you're most nervous about?
I don't want to face VP anymore. There was a time in major I said I want to play Virtus.pro. I got crushed, so this time no Virtus.pro. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Fall. Congratulations again. That's going to do it for us. And we come back after the break. The guys at the desk are actually going to break this match down for you.